My name is Joanne. If you're new here, I make fitness and healthy lifestyle kind of content. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So today I wanna take you through my day on how I plan to eat a healthy and balanced, or to maintain a healthy and balanced lifestyle by planning my meals, because it's the only way I have found that I can achieve what my goals are. At the moment, I am trying to lose a bit of the fat that I have gained when I was trying to gain some weight. But now I want to get rid of the tummy. But other than that, that's it. And I haven't changed how I'm eating. What I have turned around or chosen to do instead is increase my movement instead of changing how I eat. So to sustain how I eat, I usually plan my meals. So what I usually do is on Monday, I usually shop what I need to shop for a span of 4 days, because I usually plan my meals for like at least 4 days. I don't hate, I'm just a lazy person, and I've realized that if I don't plan my meals, I just tend to go for the easiest thing, which sometimes I'll just be like, I'm going to eat what? Eggs. I go grab some Indomie or just eat granola, and that's not healthy and sustainable for me, because I also don't want to lose the muscle that I have built. So anyway, so today I'm gonna take you through that. So on Mondays, I usually plan my meal for 4 days. 4 days is sustainable for me. If you're the kind of person who cannot meal prep, then the thing you can do is plan your what you're going to eat every day. Like maybe you can be like, Monday lunch I'll have ugali, and then Monday supper I'll have githeri, Tuesday I'll have maybe rice and beans supper. So ideally you have a plan of what you're going to eat throughout the week, and then you're going to shop the ingredients you need to help you, like, to help you achieve that. Meaning that, because personally for me, when I used to go to work, it used to be a task, or like when I come back home from work, the first thing on my mind is usually, oh my god, I can't wait to get home and just take a bit of a rest. And then if I haven't gotten anything, like say I was planning to maybe cook chicken, maybe I bought the chicken but I forgot to stock up on the onions or nyanyas. For me personally, I just used to be like, you know what, I'm not going back downstairs to just buy onions and nyanyas. We're just gonna eat whatever is in the house, and then maybe tomorrow we are going to cook. So anyway, ideally is just stock up on the things you need to be able to achieve your meal plan. So that you can do that on Sunday. Personally, I'm doing it on Monday. I don't go to a regular 8 to 5 job, so I can do this on Monday, and that's what we're going to do today. So I've already set out what I want to eat for the week. How I do that as well is mostly TikTok, but also I have like a structure where I'm like, it's breakfast, lunch, a snack, and supper. And I think the toughest is usually the meat part, figuring out what that, my meat is ever chicken, so I don't know whether I'm supposed to call it chicken meat, but anyway, my animal protein is ever chicken. If I drift so much, it will probably be minced beef and or liver, but for the most part I just eat chicken. I love chicken, I'm that boring. So but chicken cooked in a variety of ways. So for like this week, I was figuring out how I'm going to make the chicken, and I went to TikTok and I googled and I came across a creamy chicken curry, and that is what we're going to eat. As for my other protein, I usually opt for a cereal. So that will be either yellow beans or lentils. So this week I'm gonna do yellow beans. Last week I did lentils. For those two, I boil like a kg, and that will last me 1 month. Actually, it can be more than a month, because at the moment in my freezer I have like a pack of yellow beans, which is what we're going to cook today, and I also have like a container of lentils. This is the last week of the month, so that means that lentils is going to cover me for like the next 1.5 weeks probably. So anyway, so I boil in bulk and I put them in the freezer. I had bought some meat that was supposed to cook last week, but I did not last week. Since my meals end on Thursday or Friday, just in case I go out in the middle of the week, that means some of the meals will carry over to Friday. But anyway, so I had intended to cook on Saturday. That didn't happen, but I had already bought the meat, so I have some chicken. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but that's what we're going to use, so I won't be buying that. So what am I going to be buying? I've checked up the recipe. TikTok or YouTube is my go-to place for finding recipes, and the chicken curry recipe I'm going to be following is Kaluhi's Kitchen chicken curry recipe. I'm going to tweak it because I realized she has a lot of spices. Personally, I'm just going to keep it simple. I think you're going to see me make it, but yeah. And I'm gonna have that with rice. Now, sticking to my brand of being lazy, I would have had this with maybe naan, but yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna have rice. So I'm gonna have rice and beans, and I'm gonna have rice and the chicken curry. And then I also have some leftover greens. So I'm gonna fry the sukuma wiki that I have. Not fry, cook with onion and whatever, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and that's going to last me maybe 2 or 3 days. And the part I've not figured out, I think I'll just have the chicken curry as it is, just rice and chicken curry without any veggies. If I feel inspired, maybe, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. And then my snack, because I usually also make my granola in bulk such that it lasts me about 2 weeks. So I still have that leftover from last week, the batch I made. So we're gonna carry that forward to this week. What I'm gonna add is yogurt and fruit now. So let's now plan my shopping list. So what I usually do is write down my shopping list on my phone, but I'm using my phone to record. So I'm gonna write it down, and then once I'm done recording, I'm gonna transfer it to my notes, and then we're gonna go shopping. So anyway, so what do I need for breakfast? My plan is to eat sweet potatoes. Now here's another hack. Over the weekend, you'll notice that there'll be a lot of offers, especially in supermarkets, especially Carrefour. They usually have these weekly offers, and then over the weekend they'll have like offers for meat and things like that, or even during the week. Just be on the lookout for that. This is what you can save some money. So anyway, over the weekend, I think on Saturday, I found someone with some good sweet potatoes, so I bought that so that it can be breakfast for me this week. So breakfast, I'm gonna have sweet potatoes, which I've already bought. They're only like 100 bob. I'm gonna have sweet potatoes and eggs. So I'm gonna buy the eggs. I want to increase my protein intake a bit, so I'm thinking of doing 3 eggs every other day. I'm not sure how my body will respond to eating 3 eggs every day, so I want to kinda ease into it and do it every other day, because I'm one of those people who has some allergic reactions, especially when I do too much protein. So anyway, I'll aim for 3 eggs. So 3 eggs for 7 days, those are 21 eggs. So I'm gonna buy 21 eggs. And then lunch, which is going to be, something else I've forgotten. Every morning I aim to have a health drink, or just before I start eating food. You see how like you can do lemon water, ginger shots, okra water. this week I want to do ginger shots, so I'm gonna buy ginger. To make my ginger shots, I need ginger, I need oranges, and I need lemons. So we have that sorted for the morning, and then lunchtime it's going to be rice and beans. So I already have the beans pre-boiled. I have rice in the kitchen pantry. So what I need to buy is the ingredients I'm gonna use to cook the rice and beans. So I'm gonna buy coconut cream for the beans. I'm gonna need onions, tomato paste, and tomatoes. I think I have garlic, but just in case I don't have garlic, I also need garlic. And then yeah, that's it for lunch, the ingredients I'm gonna need. And then we're gonna have the snack. The snack is going to be yogurt, so I need to buy yogurt. And I have granola. I need fruit, so I need to buy bananas. And it's like banana avocado season and papaya, but I'm not a fan of that, so I think I'm just gonna stick to bananas, and maybe if I get a good melon I'll buy. So I'm gonna write melon as a by the way. And yeah, that's about it. And then we go to supper. So for the chicken curry, I'm gonna need plain yogurt, I think I'm gonna have to add garam masala as a spice. I have the chicken curry, not chicken curry, I have the curry powder. I don't know if I'm gonna need turmeric. I might need to add turmeric in my spice rack. And then for this I'm also going to need onions and tomatoes. Yeah, that's about it. So now I'm gonna budget for these so that I go buying these things with a budget in mind. I don't want to overspend. I am a jobless woman. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I think we can go shopping, and then we can start the cooking. I'm gonna show you everything that I buy and how much it's going to cost me. So let's do that. So I'll show you what I got. I spent around $10.90, so that's like $1100 for groceries for this week. So yogurt, an avocado, bananas, then plain yogurt for the chicken, and tomato paste, coconut cream for the beans. Everything is a mess because I put everything in the same place, the groceries and then Dania, bought a bunch of tomatoes, oranges for the shots. I have what do we call it? I have lemon, then onions, ginger, garlic, and I also bought 20 eggs. So I'm gonna start cooking because I wanna eat lunch. So I'm gonna cook the beans first, which is very basic, just a normal stew, and then I'll probably make the chicken later, and I also need to make rice. So yeah. So something else, the beans that I'm going to be making. So these ones, I didn't spend any money on them. When my sister went home, I just asked my mom to boil for me some beans and bring them to me, but the lentils I usually buy. So I just pre-boil them and put them in the freezer. And The chicken, I didn't want to buy additional chicken and then mix it with what I bought on Saturday. I figured that was not going to be like a good idea. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably have to add some more chicken when it gets to like Thursday. So I'll be back in the kitchen on Thursday. So I'll buy another batch for like maybe 300 bob and make something else. So yeah. So that's it. So let me get to cooking. Maybe I'll shoot this as well. So I really make the most basic of the stews. So I just fry an onion, add garlic, then I'll add my tomatoes and add my spices. My go-to spices will usually be onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, and for stews I like to use the tropical heat mix spice, and I also like to add curry powder. Of course, don't forget salt, and I'll cook the onions until they're cooked down a bit, and then once they are cooked down to my liking, but lately the tomatoes have been taking so long to cook, but yeah, so I'll cook the tomatoes, and then once the tomatoes are cooked, I also added tomato paste on this one, but yeah, I'll add the coconut cream, and I'll add water as well, and I'll add the beans and let that simmer. I usually boil the beans for up to like about 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes they'll be done, and I'll garnish with some coriander or dhania, and that's it for my bean stew. So put rice on the stove to cook. I use basmati rice. You can never go wrong with any basmati rice. Just doesn't matter which company, but basmati rice will always cook nicely. Like it comes out those single strands of, should we call them strands or pieces of rice? Yeah. As those were cooking, I figured I might as well cook the chicken. So I put the chicken on the stove. I started by searing the chicken. I had already marinated it in the morning. I use black pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and oregano, and some salt and some olive oil. And then, so I'm gonna sear the chicken. I like to sear the chicken because it adds some flavor. And then once the chicken was browned or properly seared, I started now with the stew. I just added some onions with oil and also added garlic and let that cook for like 30 seconds before I added in the tomatoes. So I'll put in the tomatoes and add in some spices. For this one I used curry powder, paprika, black pepper, salt, onion powder. I used tomato paste, and then mixed everything nicely together, let it cook a bit before I added in the plain yogurt. I prefer plain yogurt to cooking cream because cooking cream literally has no nutritional value, but yogurt does have nutritional value. Anyway, so basically, once the tomatoes are cooked down, you're just going to add in your chicken and add in your yogurt. I also added in some water. Actually, this was quite a lot, but it turned out great regardless. I was trying to get all the yogurt in that can, but whatever. Anyway, so then I let it simmer. I think I let it simmer for like 7 minutes, and it was done. And add your coriander leaves as well. For this one, I also added dhania stems when I was adding in the tomatoes. Yeah, so that's it for my easy, delicious chicken recipe that I was going to have for dinner this week. Hey guys, it's literally like, no, it's literally like, it's the next day. So rain came, lights went. So I did boil the sweet potatoes and I left them out to cool down. And now I want to make the ginger shots and start taking them. I still feel like I'm waking up, so that's what we're going to do right now. Like the next day, like Tuesday. So I've chopped up everything I needed. I've just used this much of ginger, one lemon, which I've chopped up into four, and two oranges, which to be honest, don't look that sweet. They're not bitter, but they're also not that sweet. So I'm not sure what it is you're going to do to the thing. So anyway, I'm gonna blend this and then we can come sim. So this is how much I got. So I'm gonna take 2 shots of this, and I've done a little taste, and it's really conk. Okay. Wow. I feel like the oranges didn't even try to contribute to the taste. Okay guys, that's it for this video. So I hope you got some tips. First and foremost, what are your goals? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to maintain? And then have a meal plan and have what you need to make that, the ingredients you need to make with the meal plan with in the house, so that you don't have to keep tweaking or skipping or looking for other alternatives. You just plan to have everything in the house. And if you're someone who meal preps, meal prepping is a great alternative. If you're not a fan, you can try food prepping, where you like, if you're going to have beans, you're going to have carrots, you're going to have meat, just keep the meats ready. Like especially if you're doing beef, you can boil the beef in advance. If you're doing things like carrots, if you're doing things like greens, you can chop them up and store them chopped, and then when it comes to cooking, you just come pick the ingredients you need and you cook. No chopping, just cooking. So yeah, that's it guys for this video. I hope it helped. If it did, make sure you share with a friend, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.